Yeah. Evolve. Yeah. It's that 2020 mode. Feel me? Aight.
Yonder
Yeah. See, I had to switch it up with the flow. Time to open up another door. See my past in the rear view, but I'm still here.
might wanna just start, yeah.
Hey, what's good, everybody? My name is Alex Gomez. You're listening to my podcast, Evolve. My goal today is to, get people that are stuck in life, that's causing depression and lack of motivation, get them out of there.
Yes,
and I want to, interview people that have accomplishments, that have, that are on the road of success, and hopefully you'll be able to get something out of it. And today, my guest goes by the name of Arod.
What's good?
Born and raised in East Salinas, and for those that are not familiar with the town, Salinas had one of the highest murder rates for its size in the mid to late 2000s, which was Arod's teenage years. Hearing gunshots at night was the norm, so much so that Arod recalls watching TV with his sister as a kid, and the routine would be to make sure front door and windows locked. Gang culture and violence played a role in growing up, not necessarily being involved, but unavoidable. At the age of 13, Arod and his friends were walking in the streets when a 30-plus-year-old gang member hit him up, asked him what hood he's from. Dumbfounded by the question, asked by somebody almost twice his age at the time, Arod couldn't help but to laugh and walk away. At some point, he was moving back and forth from Salinas to Bakersfield, sleeping on couches and floors. His life growing up was anything but easy. One day after graduating high school, Arod and a group of friends were at a KFC parking lot when one of them started a freestyle, and then one by one they all started a freestyle. When it was Arod's turn, he started to spit a few bars, but those few bars ended up to be a whole verse. With the encouraging feedback from his friends that night, it inspired him to eventually hit the studio and record, dropping EPs and singles. After that, the anticipation of the release of his album, Struggle, made me.
Yes, sir.
Arod originally wanted to put out a listening party at his aunt's house. When he hit up SB to DJ, SB had a better suggestion, which was DJ at an event, or DJ at a venue where he was DJing at. When the venue was confirmed and the date was set, Arod was grateful for the opportunity, but realized he had to go all out. He purchased red carpet, a banner, and a shitload of flyers. Before he knew it, the event went viral and the date came up. And when the date came up, over 300 people showed up, including the police, made him shut the doors. No one else could come in. That night, as his music was playing, his boy SB handed him the mic to perform. This being the first time performing, the experience was amazing. The DJ even cut the music mid-bar, and the sound of the crowd finishing his lyrics was a shot of dopamine Arod needed.
Facts.
After that night, he had an itch to perform, and he had to scratch it. So he started to host events and open up for artists like Lil Pete, Mike Sherm, Boy SSE, and Shoreline Mafia. His music career and connections to the industry was taking off, but then COVID happened. Events that were scheduled in 2020 were shut down. Spending time alone, being isolated, and reflecting on his accomplishments, Arod decided to leave the rap game, which eventually led him towards starting a podcast, GPE Podcast. GPE, formerly known as Grind, Pray, Eat, because God prevails all evil, to now standing for the greatest podcast ever. With the goal of introducing individuals that can help the youth with guidance, reaching their own goals through the experiences of the guests, please help me welcome my guest and inspiration, the creator of GPE Podcast, Arod.
Damn, dog. Shit, that's a lot that you caught in there that I'm surprised about all that stuff. Bro.
Yeah.
I'm just like, wow. Hearing you say that and hearing you speak, you touched up on a lot, bro, that a lot of people don't, you know what I mean?
I had to, man.
I was like, damn, bro. Okay, I fuck with it.
I really wanted to summarize what you've done and the things you've gone through, man. And
yeah, bro, because when a lot of people meet me, or when I've done, because there's some episodes that I've done that haven't like released, or there has been some episodes that have been released from years prior and stuff, from the music and everything, but they don't take their time to do the research on who they're interviewing. They just ask you to pull up, and then they whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what, I noticed a big pattern and big moments in your life, which was your circle. And when when you started to spit that freestyle, you know, homies, you know, were all excited. They were backing you up, like, dude, you need to do this. And then with SB hooking it up with that venue, and also with the homies at Slide Through Podcast.
Yeah.
So my question is, are you selective with your circle, or is all welcomed?
Keep it real, bro. Everyone to me is welcome, bro. Like I'm nice to everyone that I meet. I try to be, you know what I mean? I mean, I know that back in the day I wasn't the best person or whatever.
Yeah.
But nowadays, like anyone that I meet, anyone that supports me, anybody that I meet, bro, I'm super nice to. I try to talk to, like, and keep it hella cool with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like those people helped me in a certain way to get to where I want to be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't like intended or anything like that. It just sort of happened, you know? So with like the homies that encouraged me to rap, bro, we were already homies, you know? Before this, we all played football together. We all went to the same high school, you know what I mean? SB kind of happened because he was planning a cypher event.
Yeah.
It didn't happen. The cypher event didn't happen. But if it wasn't for that, me and him probably wouldn't really have connected. And then that's when that whole like shows and all that started coming about between me and him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it wasn't intended, you feel me?
Right.
And the same thing with the Slide Through. They had interviewed me because I was an artist, you know? And we kept it cool ever since because they were hella cool dudes. Like, shout out to all of them, bro. You know what I mean? They're all doing their own thing. They're still doing the podcast, and I fuck with them, bro, to the fullest. So when I wanted to do my podcast, I was looking for a spot to do it, and they were there with the door open. You know what I mean? So it helped me out. And like I said, it wasn't intentional. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They wanted to interview me. I'm hella cool. I keep it cool and cordial with everybody, bro.
Yeah, I know. You invited me a few times, and unfortunately, I didn't make it. And I've been wanting to do this podcast for 2 years now, bro. And when I saw you put out your podcast, I'm like, fuck, he's doing it, man. And that's what I'm saying. You did inspire me. You are an inspiration.
You see, I appreciate that, brother. Like, you know what I mean? But like, it's not like I'm like asking to be looked at one as an inspiration.
No, you don't need to.
You know? So it's like when you were like, yo, I'm gonna start mine. I was like, bro, that's dope. I want you to start it. I'll be a guest on it. You know what I mean? And here I am, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, you know, if you ever want to come to an episode, you ever want to check it out, bro, then come through. You know what I'm saying? It's the doors are open to you too. You know? Because like just like you, I was in your position and I wanted to start too. You know what I'm saying? So I know how that feels. And I want to be able to like reciprocate the energy that I would want.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because if I was barely starting, I would have been like, if someone would have invited me to a podcast or something, I would have been there. You know, I'd been like, hell yeah, bro, like, thank you, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But unfortunately, not a lot of people are like that because they're focusing on themselves, and there was just nothing wrong with that. You know? But like me, I'll take any chance that I can to like help somebody.
That's dope, man. I appreciate that 100 for reals, man. So rappers usually talk about their past in their music, and you said you stopped rapping because of it. What is it about your past that you did not want to keep on rapping about?
I mean, without going into full detail, you know what I mean? And those people that know are the people that know, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Sometimes you need money, bro. You know, and sometimes you got to do things that you don't want to do that are going to give you money.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? So it's just like, I mean, but that lifestyle is not good. You know, it's not fun. It's not, I mean, it looks good. You know what I mean? Because you're getting money, so people from the outside looking in are like, damn, bro, he's getting money. Like, what's he doing? You know what I mean? He's always out there partying. He's always out there fucking buying bottles and shit. What's he doing? You know what I mean? It looks good, bro. But at the same time, you're like, fuck, bro. Like, what if I get caught? How much time am I getting if I get caught for this?
Right.
How much time are we getting if we do this? You know what I mean? And then, okay, fuck. Now they know that I'm doing this, bro. Do they want to rob me? Do they want to do this? Do they want to do that? You know what I'm saying? It's a toxic way of living, bro, and it's a cycle. You know what I'm saying? Either you go to jail, get robbed, die maybe, God forbid, you know what I mean?
And then who's going to look out for your family?
Exactly, bro. So it's not even that. It's just that I was doing some shit that, like, I don't even, like, it's not even glorifying. You know what I mean? I don't want to glorify it because it wasn't something that I'm like, I look back at and I'm like, fuck fuck yeah, I did that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You were
Because
proud of it.
You know? Because if I have kids one day, I'm not going to look at them and be like, yo, dude, your dad was in the trap like crazy. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to tell them that. For
right.
You know what I'm saying? I wish I could tell them, be like, yo, your dad was a scholar. You know, your dad was this, your dad. No, I don't want to look at him and be like, oh, I was in the trap every day. You know?
Yeah.
And I was flipping this, the homie was flipping that, the other homie was flipping this, and it was going crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't want, bro, come on. You know?
Yeah.
So it's like, also you get to a certain age, bro, where it's just like, all right, I'm done with it, bro. Like,
yeah.
Why do I need to be talking about this? Why do I need to be talking about my past? You know what I mean? And like keep bringing that stuff into my life. You know what I'm saying? And I started learning that like words encourage manifestation and stuff like that. And I started looking into that, and I started learning that words are really powerful.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if I keep rapping about the struggle, bro, and I keep talking about my struggles, and I keep talking about this shit, and I keep talking about this shit, guess what? My mind state's gonna stay in that. You know what I mean? As opposed to me telling myself every day, you know what, bro, you're getting better. You're gonna keep going. You're gonna keep doing this. You're gonna keep doing that. You know what I mean? But now I'm telling myself those things every day. You know, and like I said, I'm not perfect. I'm not where I want to be yet, but those words help me a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to figure out day by day, you know what I'm saying, without having to go to old ways, without having to go do bullshit, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. And at the same time, you grow up, dog, you know? I don't want to be the 27-year-old rapper from town. You know, I'm 26 right now, you know what I mean? But I don't want to be that 27-year-old 831 rapper. You know what I mean? Shit like that, you know? Yeah. That's just me. You feel me?
So, when you found out that you weren't able to be doing those shows, what was going through your mind?
Devastation, dog.
Yeah.
Devastation. The shows helped a lot when it came to streams. You know, I'm not talking like a couple hundred streams, bro. I'm talking a couple thousand streams.
Yeah.
You know, that's what helped a lot. At the same time, is getting your name out there. And people paying attention to what you're doing, so it keeps you in the spotlight, stuff like that, you know? Especially in an era today where it's like so common to be like, I could drop a whole album today, bro. Fucking 12 to 20 songs. And a week later, they're going to be like, where's the new music at? You know what I mean? It's not like before where you could live off a year off of one album.
Right.
You know, the attention span is so short. That's why songs aren't 5 minutes anymore. Remember when they were like 10 minutes? They were like 10 minutes long. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
Then they shortened down. 7 minutes. 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's crazy,
3 minutes. Right now they're 2 minutes. Some dudes are dropping songs that are a minute and 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Bro. You know what I mean? They're short. You know what I call it? I call it fast food music. You know? I call it fast food music. Because they're dropping music and they're just dropping so constantly that they don't have time to marinate on it. You know what I mean? Maybe they'll have a song, you know, they'll have like a whole song, but if you notice, like the TikTok is also helping with that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like that new girl, Ice Spice. What does she say? I'm a baddie. I get what I don't know, bro. Anyway, those are the only 4 lyrics that people know about the song, and then once that song's done, no one's singing along. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So the attention span is just getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. Right. You know what I mean? So it's tough. So to be in the spotlight, you constantly got to keep moving. You constantly got to do moves. You constantly got to keep doing something, bro. Yeah. You can't just be like, I did a show last month. All right, what are you doing this month? You know what I mean? You can't live out that show. What are you doing this month? I dropped a song last month. Okay, you dropped a song last month. Where's the next song? Yeah. Where's the next project? You gotta stay relevant. You gotta stay relevant, bro. And that's what the name of the game is, bro. So when we weren't able to stay on the shows and stuff like that, I kind of really honestly got discouraged, bro. And I was just like, well, fuck, bro. Like, I get it. Like, I keep dropping music. You know what I mean? But like, what better way to promote it than a show? Right. You know what I mean? A show is where you really get to showcase it. You know. So I was just like, you know what I mean? I kind of got discouraged about it. Then the whole Instagram hack situation got me all fucked up and shit. And it all happened at once. So then that's when I decided to take my 2-month hiatus, you know? Yeah. And to this day, you don't know what happened. With what? With the Instagram hack? No, but it was just many, bro, because like it was commenting on people's stuff saying like, yo, I got something for you, DM me or stuff like that. And it was like on random pages, bro. Like, Like, I had to explain that I was getting hacked. I had dudes reaching out, oh, why are you commenting on my girl's picture or whatever?
Yeah.
Or why are you commenting on my kid's Instagram? It's a fucking kid. Why are you commenting?
Oh,
I'm
shit.
like, bro, it wasn't, like, I'm trying to explain this. It's not me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm sorry. It's not me. You know? And it was just a bad situation overall. So I decided to fucking, like, I didn't know how to deactivate Instagrams at the time. So I just shut it down. I deleted my profile picture, everything. But apparently, like, I kept getting emails saying, like, oh, it's getting login attempts from China, Russia, here in LA, like, a bunch of stuff like that, to a point where I was like, okay, now I know how to deactivate. So I ended up deactivating it. And that's what ended up happening. And then I took that 2-month hiatus off of social media, off of everything, bro. And I'm not gonna lie to you, bro, that felt great.
Just detoxing.
Pretty much, I guess. You know what I mean? It felt amazing, bro. Like, I wasn't worried about, like, making a song. I wasn't worried about dropping clothes. I wasn't worried about a show.
Yeah.
The only thing I worried about was, okay, how long is my hike gonna be today? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I remember that you were out there hiking, out in nature.
Every day, bro. Every day. You know what I mean? And I need to get back onto that, to be honest with you. But I was doing that every day. I was like, well, how healthy is my meal going to be today? You know, I was thinking about, like, better stuff for the mind than as opposed to trying to stay in the limelight and please people. You know what I mean? So that's kind of how that went.
And were you reading any books or listening to anything?
I listen. I don't. To be honest with you, bro, I don't read as much as I should. But I do audiobooks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So audiobooks, yeah. I do the Rich Dad Poor Dad, 48 Laws of Power, the 4 Agreements, and right now I'm gonna do The Alchemist, David Goggins.
Oh, you're gonna like that one, bro.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Shout out to Nativo. Nativo's the one that put me on. And also I'm gonna do Hustle Economics by Nipsey. It's not by Nipsey Hussle, but it's based on Nipsey Hussle.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. I just downloaded a audiobook today. It's Principles by Ray Dalio. It was highly recommended by a bunch of people I look up to. So I'm like, let me give it a try.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's been a while since I read a book. But what I was gonna say, what artist or song do you have on replay right now in your car when you're driving?
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. My music playlist is like toxic as fuck, bro.
What you mean?
I need to just start switching it up, bro, because all I listen to really is rap and corridos. That's all I really listen to, bro. If we're talking corridos, I'm gonna play some Fantasma, Luis R. Enrique. I forgot how to say his name, Luis R. Enriquez or something like that. And my favorite, obviously, is Fuerza Regida, you know. But I also play rappers, and it's a bunch of LA music, you know.
Locals?
No, I mean LA.
Okay.
You know? Locally, I mean, I'll listen to Vaughn. I'll listen to Izzy. I'll listen to Weddle. And that's kind of, I mean, I still listen to myself here and there, but for the most part, that's, or you know what? My boy Away, I listen to him. You know, I play a lot of his songs too. I play some J2 as well, you know. And sometimes here and there, I'll throw some Danny V in the mix, you know.
Okay.
Because I like, before I was a rapper, I supported everything local. You know what I'm saying? So I still do that to this day, especially with the podcast, giving everyone like a voice and trying to help out, like giving them a platform and stuff like that. Yeah. But for the most part, yeah, bro, just a bunch of fucking rap and a bunch of trap music and a bunch of corridos, bro.
Yeah. What about a podcast? What kind of podcast do you listen to?
So podcasts, obviously I do the No Jumper. Huge fan of No Jumper. Joe Rogan, obviously. I do, I forgot their name. I just found out about them too because of my boy Ayo. It's like Lil Bicep Boys or something like that. Fire.
Brown Bag?
I don't really listen to them too much, you know.
Oh, okay.
They're too censored for me.
Really?
Yeah, I don't like censorship.
Got it.
I want to hear the cussing. I want to hear all the like fucked up stories. I don't want to, you know. I want to hear all the bullshit. You know? Like as opposed to like me coming on your podcast and I censor everything. Imagine if all the stories I showed you, I was like very calm about it and didn't tell you the details. You know what I'm saying?
What's the point?
Yeah. So what's the point? I don't like that, bro. You know?
Yeah, but nah, Joe Rogan got some crazy guests, man.
Yeah, that's why I like him, bro. And and it's interesting because it's not always the same guests. Aliens, fossils, DMT, more psychedelics, people that write books, people that do this, people that do that.
Scientists, doctors.
You know? It's not just rappers and shit. You know? So that's why I like it.
Yeah, no, I love that shit, man. Especially when it gets into conspiracy theories. And speaking of conspiracy theories, man, what are your thoughts on it and conspiracies in general? Before you answer that, I believe there's a lot that are valid, but there are those that are just plain stupid. And it drags down ones that seem valid.
I get what you're saying 100%, bro. At the end of the day, a conspiracy is really just a theory, you know?
Yeah.
But to be honest with you, a lot of them make sense, you know? There's a lot of bullshit going on in the world. There's a lot of shit going on. And I have my own conspiracies. I have.
Yeah.
You know? Because the way I like to do it, like a lot of people don't know this about me, bro, but I'll pick a topic kind of once a month. I'll be like, all right, this month, I'm just going to watch nothing but NASA videos. And I'm going to study space. This month, I'm going to watch nothing but aliens. This month, I'm going to watch nothing but sea monsters. This month, I'm going to watch nothing but paranormal activity. You know what I mean? I kind of do that.
But where do you get the videos from?
YouTube, just YouTube. I mean, I wouldn't know where else to get them, you know?
Yeah.
So I watch a bunch of shit, but there's a lot of bullshit out there. So I just end up watching everything that I can. And I build my own conclusion. You know what I mean? I watch shit about Alex Jones, you know what I mean? Shit like that. And I'm just like, not a huge fan of him. There's just a lot of shit that I build my own conclusion to, you know? And I feel like everyone has their beliefs. So if they really believe that, let them believe it.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on landing on the moon? You think that shit was staged?
I could see why they would say it's staged. You know what I mean? Because it was a space race, I guess you could say. You know, between the Russians, maybe China was involved, whatever. The U.S., everyone wanted to be the first one on the moon. Yeah,
they said Nazis were the first one on the moon. Shit, that's a conspiracy.
I don't even know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's like, okay, we want to say we're the first on the moon because we're the powerhouse. We're USA.
We want to be number one.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what's the best way to fucking beat these motherfuckers without actually beating them?
Yeah, let's go to
a moon landing.
Let's go to the studio.
Hey, exactly. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. But I mean, it's just like, to be real, like, how can you really fake a moon landing that you broadcasted on TV? Where did the spaceship go that took off in the air? You know, on TV with people watching everywhere.
Right.
Where did the spaceship go? You know what I mean? Do you think it just fell like a couple thousand miles away or whatever out of camera lens?
Right.
You know? What do you think? Do you think or do you think it went to space?
Yeah. Because there would have been evidence that it went, I don't know, hit something.
Someone would have seen it.
Yeah.
You know, someone would have seen it. So it's just like you see it on TV taking off. Where'd it go?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't know, bro. There's a lot of evidence. I really haven't really personally looked into it too much. But I know that, like I said, every conspiracy is a belief of somebody. You know, they really, really fucking believe that in their head. Who am I to tell them they're wrong when I don't have all the facts?
Right.
I wasn't there with the government planning the fucking moon landing. You know?
Yeah. But some of the ones that sound ridiculous, there's this one, my wife showed me this video of this guy saying that you're not allowed to walk in a Grand Canyon because it leads to Africa. You heard that one before?
Yeah, I did. And you know what's funny? I heard this shit like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
And I was just like,
geographically speaking,
I'm
like how is that possible?
I'm like, okay, like that's real fucking possible.
That's what I'm saying, you know? Like,
but then again, I've never walked the fucking Grand Canyon, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, but you've looked at a map. I'm sure you flew over the Grand Canyon.
No.
You didn't?
No.
You never flew over the Grand Canyon?
No. The only time I've ever flown was to go to Mexico, and you only fly over California, you know?
Yeah.
But, like, when it comes to the maps and everything, bro, at the end of the day, we're never really going to know how big the Earth is. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to know that the United States is actually that fucking shape until we go up there and see it for ourselves, you know? We're not going to know the distance between shit until, like, whatever they tell us, that's what we have to believe.
We got to go off of that, yeah.
But I will fucking say, where's the Grand Canyon? Arizona?
Yeah. Yep.
It's not Africa, bro.
No.
You know what I mean? I will say that, you know, because it's like, bro, it's something so far away, bro. Like, the Grand Canyon is only, like, what? I don't know. I don't think it's that fucking long, you know?
No, and
it doesn't even, it stops in Arizona, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. To be honest, I gotta look into it more and find more facts about it myself.
Yeah, you don't need to, bro. It didn't lead to Africa.
You know, before you fucking drop this and all the Karens go in the comments and he's like,
it's all good.
It's this long and blah, blah,
yeah. Oh man, what about the 9/11 conspiracy? Did you do research on that?
I have.
What's your conclusion?
My conclusion, to be honest with you, bro, is that it was an inside job. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And the reason that I believe that is because the U.S. will do some crazy shit to get involved into wars. Mm-hmm. You know, wars bring money. Wars bring, you know what I mean? They bring whatever. The U.S. does anything to get involved, bro. Look at Ukraine and Russia. Mm-hmm. Look at fucking Iraq. That's the reason we were in Iraq, 9/11 and all that shit. Right. You know, they wanted oil or whatever, right? You know what I'm saying? So what better way to cause a war than to fake a fucking terrorist attack? Right. You know what I mean? Shit like that. Why was there 11 million, billion, whatever the fuck it was, missing from the treasury the day before? Why was this going on the day before? Why was Michael Jackson supposed to be there that day, but they told him not to show up that day?
Interesting. I didn't hear that.
You know what I mean? There's a bunch of shit that goes on behind the scenes that we don't know. You know what I mean? Yeah. I think World War II. I could be wrong. We weren't supposed to be a part of it, and they told the U.S., "Hey, yo, don't send any ships this way because they will get shot down. It's a war zone right now." Mm-hmm. So what the U.S. did was that they made a cruise ship and they lowered the tickets so low that people were like, "All right, let's go." Got on, they go, it gets shot down. Oh my God, they killed so many Americans. We need to get involved now. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like I said, war brings money. Right. You know what I mean? And it brings all that shit. So I feel like the U.S. will do anything, even kill its own people, for it to get involved into anything that's gonna bring it money, bro. Yeah. That's how I feel.
That's fucking crazy, man.
Don't take everything I say as a fact, but look it up.
Yeah, they should do their own research.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for your time, man. Please tell listeners where they can find you at.
Oh, well, shit. If you want to find me on the Instagram, it's going to be Arod, AROD, period, GPE. And you want to find me on YouTube, it's going to be GPE Podcast on YouTube. And yeah, man, we're going to keep grinding. We're going to keep doing our thing. I'm going to be moving to LA and San Diego this Sunday. And I'm going to keep it going, getting more guests. And we're just going to keep doing our thing, man.
Yeah, one last question. For that one person that feels stuck, whether it's not knowing what to do in career or just not happy where they're at in life, what would you tell that person?
So if that person is watching and they feel stuck or whatever, bro, and they feel like they're not where they want to be in life or whatever, my advice would truly be to keep trying. You know what I mean? You're never going to find out what you're good at. You're never going to find out where you belong if you don't try. You know what I'm saying? If you stop trying and you stick yourself to your regular 9 to 5 or whatever, you're always going to hate life, bro. Right. Keep trying. And then that's going to show you where you really belong. Because you can't be afraid to fail, bro. Yeah. You know, failure builds lessons. It builds character and stuff like that. But if you take failure and you let it define you, then that's when you really fail. Right. You know what I'm saying? So if you keep trying, you know what I mean? You're trying the podcast now. Yep. You know, maybe you could like it, maybe you don't. Then you realize, okay, I don't like it. Then I'll move on. But then you realize, yo, I like this. I'm gonna stick to it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It all depends. You got to keep trying. Failure's gonna come in trials and tribulations, bro. Yep. Keep trying, keep moving, and keep pushing.
100, man. Well, thank you guys for listening. If this brought value to you, please do me a favor, like and subscribe, and share it with someone that needs to hear this. This is Evolve with Alex G Podcast. Take care and spread love.
Yes, sir. We out.
Clear way or get more. Got no time for them slow pokes. They gon' make me rhyme in slow mo. Eyes locked on the benzo. I'm stuck blowing this endo. Got my eyes locked on the benzo. I'm stuck blowing this endo. Bitch.